All right, Brady's call. What did we think? Tom, I thought it was honestly one of his best performances of the season because I don't think there was ever any moments that were so big that he needed like the tension to build. Like it never got to that point. I think that's where he struggles in like the tight games where he really has to like build the moment and like be a part of it. He could kind of just give his Super Bowl perspective the whole game. And I thought it was really the best time for him in terms of providing insight. So I thought he actually kind of crushed it given the situation.
You know, when they do the Manning cast and they bring on these legendary figures like Bill Belichick or, any of these guys, and they just kind of have a hang and they just talk about what they talk about. That's what the call felt like from Tom Brady tonight. To your point, there was nothing where it was needed to have deep analysis or tell you why something happened or what kind of people were just getting their asses kicked out there. And Tom was just kind of calling it how he saw it. It was obvious to the layman, to people like myself, the smooth brains out there. We're just watching some football, listening to Tom talk about his experience in the Super Bowl. But yeah, Tom got better all year. People gave him a lot of crap, obviously early on. That comes with being the highest paid announcer in the game. And that's just comes with the territory. Tom does a fantastic job. I imagine he's as prepared as anybody in the industry, and he probably takes it as seriously as anybody. But like in any other line of work, it just comes easier for some people. Maybe for Tom, surprise, surprise, not everything is super easy for Tom. Maybe this is one of those things where he's actually challenged. It's not like dropping back and reading a defense for him, which is obviously easy, or being ridiculously tall and handsome, which is obviously really easy. He's got to go up there and do something that's stressful. And he's been getting better at it, to your point. This may have been his best game.
What if he's like the inverse Romo? You know how Romo started off and he was just so hot and like couldn't miss. Everyone loved him. And then as the years go on, people are like, why isn't Romo calling out the plays anymore? Like, why isn't Romo telling me what's going to happen after this motion anymore? What if Brady is first year ass in 3 years? It's like, everyone's like, yeah, Brady's the best in the NFL. Because Joe Buck used to get hated on a lot. People hated Joe Buck mid 2000s when I was growing up. I remember my dad lamenting him. Now Joe Buck's outstanding, and now it's obviously play-by-play versus color. But I do think it's something that if he's just invested in it, it wouldn't surprise me if Brady can be.
I'm gonna pull up a picture on my phone, and I'm gonna show it to the camera, and I'm just gonna let you know what Tom Brady started out like. This is what Tom Brady started out like when he first started.
Well, there's no surgery for
this guy right here.
Announcing chops
is the greatest of all time in what he was trying out for here. People made fun of him there, just like they made fun of him at the beginning of the season, throughout the NFL season. It's not my phone background. I just Googled it. But my point is this, and to your point, he's going to outwork the world. We know that for certain. He's the Patrick Bateman of athletes in terms of he is meticulous. He is scientific. He's prepared. He's manicured. The guy is only going to get better. And about Tony Romo and myself, really, when I got into the studio gig in New York, it was really easy for me to see things early on and say, well, this is what's happening and why it's happening. But as you and I both know, the game changes so much. While the game remains the same, the details, the wrinkles of the game change. And it would take somebody like Tom Brady, a student of the game, to that level. And I know Tony's a student of the game as well. But I think Tom is just the archetypical guy who's a grinder, and he's going to watch tape and he's going to ask questions, tough questions, and he's going to find out information. So, yeah, we're talking about broadcasters now, but I love both of them, and I love the style of them. And you could every Sunday you could change the channel 4 times, hear 4 different styles of broadcasters, and I think it's really good for the game.